An internationally eminent economic historian.
Of researchers, intellectuals, regional network partners to have to foster economic development. And I'm going to have here the 5 continents, all the continents represented in these 3 days here in Prague. So it will be very interesting to see the difference of opinions. You might even see different qualities approaching, because we are in different, we have to see all type of levels of developments in research, in how we understand economic development. So I urge you to stay in those conferences and in those panels. Let me go to the honor that I have to my right, Professor Guillermo Calvo. Guillermo, I would say is, and because I'm coming also, as you know, I was born in Buenos Aires, so I will be very chauvinistic, and I said that the only reason why he didn't get still a Nobel Prize of Economics is because he's coming from Latin America or even from Argentina. But he's the best well-known open macroeconomist, I would say, that we have. He has been the father, I would say, of many important and path-breaking ideas on globalization, on financial crisis, on whether the globalization is under strain or not. I want to emphasize during the 90s that he was among the first to put a grain or a salt of intellectual skepticism about Washington Consensus when he forecasted the disaster with the tequila crisis in 1995, then with the disaster of the Russian default, and he basically developed a framework, what was called sudden stops in capital flow. So be careful, because when you have a sudden stop in capital flow, we will explain, you will have dramatic socioeconomic effects. So I think Guillermo not only that, but he also developed a framework by explaining that this could happen not only in immature capital markets or in immature societies, but also in developing countries. So I think what I urge you is we are very honored to have Guillermo and to cut his short vacation in South America, in beautiful Punta del Este in Uruguay, to come to Prague. And I really would like to, I urge you to exploit Guillermo now in these 50 minutes with questions, and because his insights are phenomenal to understand what's going on in this present a little bit chaotic, I would say, globalization process. So I leave the room, I leave the floor to Guillermo. Guillermo, so I know you have the CV of Guillermo with all the prizes, and I leave the room to Guillermo, who was my professor, a guide for me, and so we're very glad that you're here in Prague.
Thank you very much, Jerry. After such an introduction, what should I say? It's going to be a disappointment, whatever I say. So thank you, very generous introduction. I'm very happy to be in this country back again. Actually, the first time I came here, I was working at the research department in the International Monetary Fund. It was right after the fall of the Berlin Wall, and we were invited to come and talk to several people. I met Václav Klaus at the time, and I'm delighted to see how much progress has been made since then. Now, let me focus on the topic